So if the Bible said they have ears and don't hear you,
Don't hear.
why are you talking to it?
Stamattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Stamattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso.
Recording from Cepher, Yashar, or the book of Jasher, chapter 11. And in the 50th year of the life of Abram, son of Terach, Abram came forth from the house of Noah and went to his father's house. And Abram knew Yahweh, and he went in his ways and instructions. And Yahweh Elohim was with him. And Terach his father was in those days still captain of the host of King Nimrod, and he still followed strange Elohim. And Abram came to his father's house and saw 12 Elohim standing there in their temples. And the anger of Abram was kindled when he saw these images in his father's house. And Abram said, As Yahuwah lives, these images shall not remain in my father's house. So shall Yahuwah, who created me, do unto me, if in 3 days' time I do not break them all. And Abram went from them, and his anger burned within him. And Abram hastened and went from the chamber to his father's outer court. And he found his father sitting in the court, and all his servants with him. And Abram came and sat before him. And Abram asked his father, saying, Father, tell me, where is Elohim, who created heaven and earth, and all the sons of men upon earth, and who created you and me? And Terach answered his son Abram, and said, Behold, those who created us are all with us in the house. And Abram said to his father, My Lord, show them to me, I pray you. And Terach brought Abram into the chamber of the inner court. And Abram saw, and behold, the room was full of Elohim of wood and stone, 12 great images, and others less than they without number. And Terach said to his son, Behold, these are they which made all you see upon earth, and which created me and you, and all mankind. And Terach bowed down to his Elohim, and he then went away from them. And Abram his son went away with him. And when Abram had gone from them, he went to his mother and sat before her. And he said to his mother, Behold, my father has shown me those who made heaven and earth, and all the sons of men. Now therefore hasten and fetch a kid from the flock, and make of it savory meat, that I may bring it to my father's Elohim, as an offering for them to eat. Perhaps I may thereby become acceptable to them. And his mother did so, and she fetched the kid, and made savory meat thereof, and brought it to Abram. And Abram took the savory meat from his mother, and brought it before his father's Elohim. And he drew nigh to them that they might eat. And Terach his father did not know of it. And Abram saw on the day when he was sitting amongst them, that they had no voice, no hearing, no motion, and not one of them could stretch forth his hand to eat. And Abram mocked them, and said, Surely the savory meat that I prepared has not pleased them, or perhaps it was too little for them. For that reason they will not eat. Therefore tomorrow I will prepare fresh savory meat, better and more plentiful than this, in order that I may see the result. And it was on the next day that Abram directed his mother concerning the savory meat. And his mother rose and fetched 3 fine kids from the flock, and she made of them excellent savory meat, such as her son was fond of, and she gave it to her son Abram. And Terach his father did not know of it. And Abram took the savory meat from his mother, and brought it before his father's Elohim into the chamber. And he came nigh unto them that they might eat, and he placed it before them. And Abram sat before them all day, thinking perhaps they might eat. And Abram viewed them, and behold, they had neither voice nor hearing, nor did any one of them stretch forth his hand to eat the meat to eat. And in the evening of that day in that house, Abram was clothed with the Ruach Elohim. And he called out and said, Woe unto my father in this wicked generation, whose hearts are all inclined to vanity, who serve these idols of wood and stone, which can neither eat, smell, hear, nor speak, who have mouths without speech, eyes without sight, ears without hearing, hands without feeling, and legs which cannot move. Like them are those that made them, and that trust in them. And when Abram saw these things, his anger was kindled against his father. And he hastened and took a hatchet in his hand, and came into the chamber of the Elohim, and he broke all his father's Elohim. And when he had done breaking the images, he placed the hatchet in the hand of the great Elohim, which was there before them, and he went out. And Terach his father came home, for he had heard at the door the sound of the striking of the hatchet. So Terach came into the house to know what this was about. And Terach, having heard the noise of the hatchet in the room of images, ran to the room to the images, and he met Abram going out. And Terach entered the room and found all the idols fallen down and broken, and the hatchet in the hand of the largest, which was not broken. And the savory meat which Abram his son had made was still before them. And when Terach saw this, his anger was greatly kindled. And he hastened and went from the room to Abram. And he found Abram his son still sitting in the house. And he said to him, "What is this work ye have done to my Elohim?" And Abram answered Terach his father, and he said, "Not so, my lord, for I brought savory meat before them. And when I came nigh to them with the meat that they might eat, they all at once stretched forth their hands to eat, before the great one had put forth his hand to eat. And the large one saw their works that they did before him, and his anger was violently kindled against them. And he went and took the hatchet that was in the house, and came to them and broke them off. And behold, the hatchet is yet in his hand, as you see. And Terach's anger was kindled against his son, Abram, when he spoke this. And Terach said to Abram his son in anger, "What is this tale that you have told? You speak lies to me. Is there in these Elohim's ruach, soul, or power to do all you have told me? Are they not wood and stone? And have I not myself made them? And can you speak such lies, saying that the large Elohim that was with them smote them? It is you that did place the hatchet in his hand, and then say he smote them all." And Abram answered his father and said to him, "And how can you then serve these idols in whom there is no power to do anything? Can those idols in which you trust deliver you? Can they hear your prayers when you call upon them? Can they deliver you from the hands of your enemies? Or will they fight your battles for you against your enemies, that you should serve wood and stone which can neither speak nor hear? And now surely it is not good for you, nor for the sons of men that are connected with you, to do these things. Are you so silly, so foolish, or so short of understanding that you will serve wood and stone, and do after this manner, and forget YAHUSHA Elohim, who made heaven and earth, and who created you in the earth, and thereby bring a great evil upon your souls in this matter by serving wood and stone and wood? Did not our fathers in the days of old sin in this matter? And YAHUSHA Elohim of the universe brought the waters of the flood upon them and destroyed the whole earth. And how can you continue to do this and serve Elohim of wood and stone, who cannot hear or speak or deliver you from oppression?